This fact should be impossible, but it's real. If you said the latter, good news. Some people might see the appeal of this futuristic staircase, but although it's definitely super cool to look at, it's a total death trap. With jumbled up steps and no safety rail on the open side, imagine trying to descend these things in a hurry in the dark, drunk, or all three. If you have stairs in your home, would you prefer them to be a convenient way to access another floor or a grueling test of your physical abilities? They look like an embarrassing death waiting to happen, but it isn't the only sadistic piece of interior design that'll torture anyone who steps inside your house. Though cars are our preferred mode of transport nowadays, they're only a relatively recent invention. Back in 1886, German engineer and Mercedes-Benz co-founder Carl Benz brought the first iteration of the vehicle to the market, but it was significantly less powerful than a modern Mercedes. The 1886 Benz patent motor wagon had 3 wheels, was powered by light petroleum and water, and hit top speeds of 10 miles per hour. Cars have come a long way since, and in 2019, the Bugatti Chiron became the world's fastest road car by hitting the lightning-fast speed of 304 miles per hour. It made Benz's OG motor car look like a toy, but speed isn't the only way that cars have advanced into the future. In 2020, the ride-sharing company Waymo introduced self-driving robo-taxis in some cities across the USA. These cars effortlessly navigate the streets, dodging pedestrians and other vehicles using a technology called LiDAR, which creates 3D models of the environment using lasers. Now, Waymos only work in geo-fenced areas that have been fully mapped by the company, and you can't buy a totally self-driving car just yet. However, some smart cars like Tesla have autopilot features where the vehicle can maneuver traffic and even park by itself. The autonomous driving technology isn't as advanced as Waymo's, so the law currently requires the driver to remain in the driver's seat in case something goes wrong, and this guy is actually breaking the law. But with this tech developing so quickly, it's impossible to tell what cars are going to be like in 10 years, let alone another 100. So let that fuel your imagination about the future of road trips. The technology boom hasn't just helped us traverse roads, it also helped us explore. Bread is one of those food items that almost every household uses for breakfast. A man living in England bought a loaf of bread from a grocery store, but when he opened it to eat, he discovered a dead mouse stuck on top of the bread. What makes it even more disturbing is that the mouse had apparently been baked right along with the loaf, and parts of it were clearly visible. Honestly, the whole scene was so disgusting that after seeing something like this, I'd probably never want to eat bread for breakfast again. It's seriously unbelievable. People often say that steel toe shoes are actually more dangerous than regular shoes. Many believe that if a heavy object falls on your foot, the steel cap inside the shoe can snap down and cut off your toes. To test this myth, the team from Mythbusters conducted an experiment. They bought several pairs of safety boots in different sizes, built a special setup to drop heavy weights, and used a fake human foot for testing. First, they dropped a 75-pound weight from a height of 3 feet. The result? The boot wasn't damaged, and the toes inside were completely fine. Next, they increased the weight to 400 pounds. This time, the fake foot suffered a small fracture, but the toes still were not cut off. Finally, they dropped the same 400-pound weight from 6 feet high. The steel toe cap was pushed down hard, and the big toe was seriously injured, but it still wasn't severed. Experts also explained that if the person had been wearing regular shoes instead, the toe would have been completely crushed. So the experiment proved that steel toe boots do not cut off your toes. In fact, during heavy impacts, they are much safer than normal shoes. This is a very unusual game where players have a metal chain attached to their noses, and both competitors have to pull against each other using force. The player who lasts longer and can handle the pain wins the game. And believe it or not, this game has even been featured in the Olympic Games. It's called the nose pull game. So, who would you want to play this game with? Be sure to leave a comment and let us know. Finding a scratch or a bump on your parked car is a real bummer. But one Libyan man had an even bigger shock when he discovered this after seeking shelter from shelling in Benghazi in 2014. Instead of exploding on impact, a live mortar shell had somehow punched a hole in the bodywork of this vehicle before becoming wedged in the rubber tire. Fawaz Qasim Qassiz recalled how he initially ran from the scene, but couldn't resist returning a few days later to snap a risky photo of the unbelievable feat. At the time, the unexploded shell was left wedged in the car, as it was too dangerous to attempt to remove it in case it became unexploded. It's unknown if Feast ever managed to get his car back in one piece, but if there was any way for a car to go, getting a live bomb stuck in it is definitely one of the coolest. Many people think that the logo of the South Korean company Hyundai is simply the first letter of its name. In fact, the letter H symbolizes two people, a client and a representative of the company. Shaking hands, that's very thoughtful. Most people start reflecting on their lives right before they fall asleep. Writing things down makes you far more likely to remember them. The brain processes and remembers images faster than words. People who laugh a lot are often more emotionally sensitive than they seem. Doing something consistently every day can turn it into a habit in about 21 days. Your mood is heavily influenced by the people you spend time with. If you can't stop thinking about someone, there's a chance they might be thinking about you too. The human brain tends to hold on to negative memories more than positive ones. People who enjoy being alone are often more creative and deep thinkers. Smiling can actually trigger your brain to release feel-good signals. Overthinking can turn a small issue into a much bigger problem. A big part of life is simply spent waiting. It is almost impossible to blink 3 times in a row using just one eye. Are you able to do it? If you have $10 in your pocket and no debt, then you are wealthier than 25% of people in Americans. Every year, thousands of people pass away in old age homes, yet you never hear about haunted senior care homes. Teeth are the part of the human body that cannot heal themselves. Humans have a unique bone called the hyoid bone, which is the only bone in the body not connected to any other bone. You can substitute 65 grams of blood for an egg when baking. If you sneeze while traveling at 60 miles per hour, your eyes are closed for an average of 50. Did you know? When a man is truly in love, he will act like a child. But when a woman is truly in love, she will act like a mother? A psychological study confirms that the presence of beautiful women ignites stupid behavior in men. If you are trying to sleep but can't sleep, try counting to 300 without moving your body. Almost everyone has been paralyzed and thought they lived that moment before in some dream. 70% of people like the smell of rain or wet soil. Your future self may be thinking about what you are doing right now. 99% of people change their voice when talking to dogs. It is impossible to read or write in your dreams. This is because some parts of your brain are deactivated during sleep. Water can drown you, burn you, and freeze you, and you still need it to live. If aliens come to Earth, we'll have to explain why we've made dozens of movies where we've killed them. Your brain sometimes creates fake memories that feel completely real. You've probably walked into a room and forgotten why you went there. Most people check their phone even when there are no notifications. Your mind is more creative at night than during the day. You can't hum while holding your nose closed. Only a few people can lick their elbow. I dare you to try it right now. Did it work? Probably not. Your brain ignores things that are always in your sight. That's why you don't see your nose all the time. People are more honest when they are tired. Laughing for no reason can actually improve your mood. Your brain reacts to rejection the same way as physical pain. Most people replay embarrassing moments in their head. Life doesn't get easier, you just get stronger with time. The people you meet can completely change your future. Sometimes the smallest decision can lead to the biggest change. You will outgrow people you once thought you needed forever. Not everyone you lose is a loss. Your mindset can turn problems into opportunities. You are constantly becoming a new version of yourself. Time is the only thing you can't get back. People often realize the value of moments after they pass. Your future depends on what you do today. Comfort zones can slowly limit your growth. Fear is often just your mind imagining the worst. You don't need everything figured out to move forward. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of it. And here's the real one. One day, everything you're stressing about right now won't even matter.